Don't try my best.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 5 wide.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got Allen. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch twist. Green, triple thing.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, 89 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to...
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, LA. He goes 91 yards on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston now. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's caught at the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They run with Howard. taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Ready? Flip it. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Money! 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready? Blue lady. 59. Danny.
On third down. Bowser, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 2, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, you...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Black 25.
line.
Wait. Come to my world. Shift. Follow. Zoom. Let's go. Push that up.
Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, here's Petty.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, dude. Here I come,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen now. Going to throw again. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Allen, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, if somebody got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here's Allen to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 125. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? Who ready? Mike's 59. Hey, wait.
They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jameis again. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And an alley to run. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Chargers.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Winston. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. And oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And some room to run now. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give him 14 on the play. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Allen going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jameis to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go with Howard again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? Slack 25. 52 right here. 52. Focus, defense, focus.
Penny, a first down carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Follow. 52, hold it. Let's keep bringing it.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big.
And he one's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Allen now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Intended that time for Cooper. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, being on defense, has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. 52.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Come on, Sunday. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And Winston lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's a gain of 35. Yeah, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Penny. He's got a first down and much more. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Ready. Black 22. 52. You must be dreaming.
On first down, it's Howard, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Black 25 behind. Check 59. Blue down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They come out here in the I. The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Now Howard. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Winston. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. Cooper was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's go, G. Let's go. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Penny. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Black, what is that? Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Where do we go?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready. Blue 80. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Where do we go?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Hey, ready. White 25. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things